enslaved. So whatever you can make up what you did or what your cause was and what you did as a slave.
Okay, so it's something that we did to become
Yeah,
slaves.
you could have broken a law. You could have been in the wrong place at the wrong time. You could even have been born into the as you like your parents were a slave, and thus you inherited that
Okay.
thing. So
Oh, well, oh, but I have a good little background. That was pretty straightforward. I stole something, got caught. Nothing crazy. So instead of imprisoning us, they put us in slavery.
yes,
Okay.
rather than having you
Well,
sitting within a cell, they sold you to various either plantations or slave houses and had you work.
I got passed around like a bitch.
Yes,
Oh no.
you were passed around like yesterday's trash.
Gang, gang. All right, that's
I'm
that's
adding
all my
HP
questions.
and AC to Harry's character and to your character.
Okay.
Alright, I quit. I don't quit anymore.
All right, goodbye.
Later.
I did that in a campaign one time. I got
Really?
completely bullshitted. Yeah. He was in a Skype call. And he was just like, alright, well, you just instantly died. I was like, what happened? You just instantly died. I was like, I feel you. I don't play anymore. I quit. Why? I was like, no, I'm just done, man. I'm cool.
Oh, what the fuck? Yo.
I was out. No talking. I was like, yep. I got you, fam. It's one of those things where the DM
Canon.
does something to your character because he gets mad at you.
Right.
He never do.
He got modded.
Yeah.
doing the power hand. Abuse of his powers. I mean, if I ever got mad at a nigga, I mean, I would never do that anyway. But if I was, I'd at least make it creative and be like, yeah, okay, 3 dragons come down. They know your name.
You shouldn't even do that.
They got you.
I don't think I've ever like taken out a personal grudge on any of my players.
No, I've never done that either. But I'm just saying, at least he could have got creative with it. Shit.
True, very true. All right, I need you guys to roll me a 1d20.
Nope.
Bitch, you don't know. Okay.
How do you roll a d20?
/R 1d20.
Like that. Oh shit. Hold on. Wait a second. Let's talk about it.
E.
Alright.
And a saucy 6.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, niggas ain't gonna make it.
I got a salty 19.
And can you roll for Juwan?
Hell no. Alright, yeah. Hey, Jawan, you got a 17.
You realize lower is better.
Said slash.
Roll.
I think these are gonna be like our. I think these are like our cell numbers of where we're at and shit.
That's a really bold assumption.
I'm just good.
That's a really bold assumption. regardless.
Julian is a cell with a nigga named Bubba. This is a big ass dude.
That's fine.
He's
Hi,
just ready.
Bubba.
Go by straight your ass too, boy. Get on over there.
Why am I with the Harry gang?
But AJ realized that he actually is Bubba.
Straight your ass, cheese boy.
Right, you can try.
Oh no.
Okay.
Well, that can't be because we're in 2 different groups now. Juwan, you're in my group with Devana.
Yep.
Which is Das.
I want to switch up. I want
Okay.
to be in group with these plebs.
All right. Along the journey, the way that you guys have been sanctioned is in rows of 3. There are 3 within one row, 3 within the other row, then 3 more off to the right of those. You guys within there have been chained with shackles that hold around your wrist, and the chains that cuff to the shackles combine together and then travel downward to where they wrap around your ankles as well. So you're kind of bound in this position to where you can't really enter into a sprint, or you can't move your legs too fast, or else you'll throw your body off of proportion from the way that the chains are set up. And while you guys have been in these chains, the 6 guards that have been kind of escorting you guys by horseback have deemed that no one speak. So throughout majority of this travel, there's been a lot of silence and very few words.
Are we
have been said.
walking or are we in a caravan
They
or
made
what's up?
you walk.
How long of a distance have we been walking?
Over 100 miles.
So
And not
I
straight.
fell asleep walking these 100 miles. So I just fell asleep walking. Like,
All right, so we are shackled by the ankles and the wrists.
Yep, you are shackled by the ankles and the wrists. There are 6 guards in full plate that ride horseback that.
So
that
okay,
travel.
we are not allowed to
so I'm
talk.
gonna make a break for it.
We're not allowed to talk or sing slave songs. No.
No, they regarded utter silence for that journey.
I want to make a break for it. What do I gotta roll?
You want to try to make a break for it?
Like, can I try to like get my hands out of the chains and shit?
Go ahead and reroll that character sheet.
I mean, I'm just asking a question.
Yeah, no, that's fine, but we'll get to that in just a second. Where we're going to be starting you guys off at is going to be at the start of the morning. Unlike what every morning has kind of been displayed for you, the sun would shine, it'd be clear skies, and it would look very good, and there'd be a small breeze throughout the area. But for some reason today, the skies are all gray as clouds kind of cover even the sun from shining. You can see birds that are flying away from the forest that you guys have been traveling through and begin heading north, and you can kind of see the clouds throughout that morning begin to darken, almost as if a storm is coming. It looks very dull. Even the shade of grass that you guys would see as you exit the forest is no longer holds that bright green hue, but it's more dulled out and what calls it.
Oh shit! Sorry, hold on. They in the campaign. Real.
Hello.
Quit. I don't play anymore.
A guard just answers his cell phone. Yo, what's up? Nah, the off in 5. Right. Okay, later.
Really, DM?
Mom, can you speak words to me? What are you saying?
Go on, gag.
Really, DM?
Uh-huh.
Really, DM?
Really, man?
Really, DM?
Okay.
Really, DM? Really,
What is that? What is that
DM?
Oh, it's just making fun of the generic, like nerd, I
I'll
suppose.
call you right back.
Oh, no, what's happening?
It's an inside joke.
Oh shit.
Inside the forehead.
Really, DM? Sean.
What?
See, it's not an
Really,
inside joke.
DM?
Really,
Right.
DM?
Really, DM?
Can I
It's
have my
inside.
private session, DM?
Ooh.
All right.
Lord.
Yeah. Very dull, very dark, and a bit dreary. It hasn't started raining yet, but you can tell from the abundant clouds that are covering the sky that it's going to rain soon. And just as the area around you begins to grow dark and grim, you can see just the beginnings of the town, of a town forming ahead. The town itself is represented by these massive wooden walls that remains as a fortress for this small town. But even past the wooden walls, you can see that some of the houses even extend over it. And the settlement itself is within a large clearing. It's not made of anything hill-like, but it's just like these grass plains. And then in the very middle, you have the walled fortress, and then the massive tree, very antiquated oak tree that extends up maybe about 100, 150 feet, and there's an actual house that's been built within that tree that sits on top. It's very different than what you've seen around Damascus, because majority of Damascus represent kind of like a concrete jungle. So seeing this like elven wooden-based settlement is a bit different to the eyes. But outside of the settlement, you can just see what looks to be this almost like a fairgrounds. You can see these massive individuals that are surrounded in circles, separated from one another. Maybe about three massive individuals. Some regard from guards, which are in full plate on horseback, just like the ones that have been escorting you. And you can see other people who have been enslaved, kind of sitting and being guarded by these guards. It's a lot of voices, a lot of chatter can be heard. And you guys are currently just about 80 feet out. And from where you guys can, from that 80 feet out, the guards and everyone seems like almost like ants from this distance. But the settlement itself is massive, even from the distance that you currently are at. And you guys will be currently approaching this massive settlement.
So we are in 2 separate groups.
You guys are in 2 separate groups, but the groups themselves are just like 5 to 10 feet apart.
Okay.
Two separate
What
lines.
do the guards? What do the guards look like that are surrounding us?
Okay, the guards themselves are wearing this iron full plate breastplate, helmets closed, and have spears that sit upon their backs. The horses themselves are decked out in what looks to be more like silk cloth that has the Damascus hammer, which is the symbol for the Damascus kingdom, and they're on war horses. So they range from majority of the guards are human, but you do see one guard that's actually a tiefling. So it's 5 humans and 1 tiefling, and they've not made any conversation with you. They haven't taken the time to get to know you and to even learn of what your name is. They just call you. They tell, "Move, slave. Do this, slave. Go here, slave." And that's pretty much all that's
I'm like,
in words that have been said.
I'm like, my name is Mangekyo.
But at this moment, there are
My next coup to get down.
there are 3 guards with Devona, Jawan, and Elwyn, and then there are 3 guards with Harry, Neville, and Julian.
Yeah?
Each one of them are on horseback. So you guys have been separated just like 10 feet away from one another, but are walking the same dirt path.
Did you say what kind of weapons they were carrying?
Lances, sorry.
Okay.
Lances, whole lances. Oh, GG.
Can we see any of the guards' faces?
The helmet covers over the majority of the face. You can see the kind of like from the nose down. You can see like the beard, the mouth, the scruff. But through the helmet, it's kind of hard to see their eyes.
All right.
Yeah, they have face guards on their helms.
As you guys do approach from the town, you guys continue to walk along the path, though the hordes of other slaves and other guards are kind of standing on the grass sidelines. You guys just walk straight through, and as you guys are walking through the mass and the horde of individuals, it goes completely silent. All slaves, guards, they all like kind of turn and look toward a lot of you as you guys are walking straight toward the iron gates, and where there are a few guards sitting in front of the iron gates.
I smile and wave.
You do
Very
get,
cheekily.
you do get a couple of waves back from the fellows, tiefling slaves that are off to your left. They do wave back and give you a nod of respect as you guys are making your way on. When you approach the massive gate, the guards that are in front of it speak out and say, "What is your purpose here? Everyone else is standing on the sideline. What makes you any different?" And one of the guard on the right kind of puts his horse up to the front, speaks out, and he says, "We have special decree to be here. This lot were taken by specialty, and I need them to see Lord Alden." And the 3 guards that are in front of the gate kind of look around and they say, Lord Alden. No one has requested that. We were told nothing." And then your guard speaks out and he says, "Do you want to disappoint the Lord by your stupidity of not knowing? Open these gates and there would be no trouble. The rest can wait. They are not important. We are." And there's a moment of silence before they let you guys into the gates. The gates themselves rising up as the guards usher for you guys to move forward.
I'm walking forward. I'm looking around this whole place. The whole time I've been marching, I've been steadily just biding my time. More or less checking the cuffs and stuff every now and then, see how tight they are, if I can slip out of them at any point in time.
When the cuffs were first put on you, the cuffs themselves are very rustic iron, and you can tell that they're antiquated. They've seen their share of time. And when they first put the cuffs on you, they were very tight, kind of almost restricting blood flow. But throughout this 100-mile walk, they have loosened up quite a bit, almost to the point where you can slip through. But it's just at that point to where you can almost slip through, but it requires a bit of force if you would like to do that.
Yeah, I noticed that. That's a slight change in it, and I'm just waiting. I'm very patient. My situation is kind of fucked to begin with, but I've been keeping silent and just observing everything and just slowly biding my time. See where this goes. I'm still quiet and just moving forward.
When you enter into the city, you can see there are a bunch of civilians that are making their ways. They have on a very noble robes that are embroidered with gold and various tassels and odd fixtures. And when you guys enter into it,